Today is August the 3rd, and the theme today is endings and beginnings. And I think a lot of us are experiencing some sort of endings and beginnings in our lives at the moment, and some of us may be experiencing more than one of those. And sometimes it can be quite challenging to go through this type of change, and especially when it is quite intense and there's quite a few things happening at the same time. So if you are somebody going through that regeneration process, there are different points upon that journey. So there is the dropping into that ending, so the dropping into it, knowing that it's ending and dropping into it, and sort of going through that process as you go in, sort of down, if you like. Then there is a kind of plateau at the bottom where we hit a 0 point where we're like, okay, so everything's ended, and then it's a case of gathering all of the learnings that we've taken from that experience and then moving and shifting and powering ourselves up back out of that. So you could be at some cycle on that process, whatever cycle you are on, can be quite challenging in its own way. But it is a very normal process to go through, but it can be made easier, especially when the mind tries to get involved and tries to organise and make stories out of different things. It can be so much easier if we can just completely know and trust that we are safe, that we are held, and that it will be okay. So I would just recommend really just dropping into surrender and trust. I remember a few years ago when I went through something quite challenging, which was an ending. There was quite a period of time where I'd go for a run every day, and with each footstep I would be just repeating surrender, and with the next footstep trust, which kind of just really helped actually to stop the mind from just getting involved in trying to work out what's going to happen next, because there was no way of knowing that. And that's what can make us really fearful when the ego is really out of control and not knowing what's coming next. It can really sort of start to kick up a fuss, and it can be quite difficult to calm down. So I would really recommend just really knowing that you are completely safe. It's totally normal to go through endings and beginnings. It's part of our human experience. We signed up to do this, and if we can just take a deep breath, knowing that whatever part of that cycle you're on, whether you're just going into it where you've hit the bottom or whether you're just coming out the other side, you are completely held, you are completely safe, and you are in a regeneration process. And always when we go through a regeneration process, the knowledge gained from that amplifies our next experience. So if you are on that journey at the moment, you're not alone. Most people are at some point, at some point on that journey. And some people have more things happening than just one. So just know that you are completely safe, and you are completely held, and that you are regenerating.